Alright, it's getting a couple things going here. Alright, let's see. Yep. Hello everyone, going to be starting out with the T2065 Patriot version here in the stream tonight. Hopefully everyone's having a good day so far. Hello Uber, Simon, Graham, and Dana. Nice to see you guys already. Hopefully you guys, I don't know if you caught the replay, the review of this. Been having a good time with it so far. There was one little hiccup I did in that video though, about this. The Patriot version and the standard T2065 version, there's actually a difference between them, the models, surprisingly. You know, they might fix it eventually, but essentially the regular version on this area, it's where the loader is. There's extra track links and it adds 13 millimeters of armor compared to, you know, the Patriot version here. So you're actually buying a worse version by buying the Patriot one, but I like the paint job. I know it's not historical or anything, but I get suckered in by little things like this. Alright. Which, if there's any requests tonight, I'll gladly take them. I'm going to try to do a lot of 5Xs, especially on tanks I'm grinding. It's like I just purchased the Tier 7 Panther. I also just purchased the VK, what is it, 2601, whatever it is, the Tier 6 Light. I just need to, you know, get some funds to put some equipment on them. Because I'm going to be, you know, trying to buy quite a few tanks here since there's a 15% and 30% off event going on for Veterans Day. Yeah, I know, the paint scheme, it's definitely not for everybody, but I'll give them credit for actually releasing both versions. Although I was expecting the AMX, what is it, the Liberté. They fixed their article for November for the sell dates for tanks. Initially it was the AMX, and then I guess they kind of went like, whoops, we put the wrong tank up, guys. Crap. Armor's good on this, but E50 will still go through it, of course. I'm just trying to keep pressure on, because if they push on us here, we're going to be in some trouble. Which looks exactly like what they're doing. It's PZ-58. Yeah. Shit, I'm dead. It's just like these guys back here, they weren't really helping out too much. Really, our team is so spread out in every little area that the enemy's just grouped up in two clobs right now, it looks like. But oh well. Hello Kanja, Chicken, nice to see you. Hello Jerry as well. Yes, I do have the object 140. I can hop into that. There it is. Yeah, I've been liking it so far, Jerry. It does have a slightly weak ammo rack, I'll say that. Some people have been complaining about that. But essentially, and basically if you get hit by, I would say, 150mm plus caliber gun, so mainly TDs and then some tier 9 and 10 tanks, if you get hit directly in the ammo rack, so essentially in the side of the tank on the T2065, your ammo rack's going to get at least damaged. It won't necessarily detonate unless you're extremely unlucky, but yeah, it's definitely a little bit weak on that tank if you get shot in the sides. Thanks, Lowy Boss. Yeah, I've been kind of stuck at 4K subscribers for quite some time. YouTube over the past year, um, they've been deleting a ton of fake accounts that people have had. So some days you'll see like, like typically I gain like 15 subscribers a day, but some days you'll see like, negative 100 subscribers. Oh my god, what did I do? Did I say something wrong? Yeah, I've actually thought about, like, I want to put Code Optics on it over vents. I might actually put a wet ammo rack on it. I believe it, popping that on there, and that would fix that problem. There's no arty, so I'm experimenting if I can get some people up here to push with me. I just do not want to push up here and then run into, they have a lot of mediums, to say the least. I love it. I can't spot them. I'm still getting lag spikes, which, sorry if it ends up affecting the stream again. I'm still trying to fix this. Like, my internet, there's nothing wrong with it as far as the connection. I've done a bunch of, tests and made sure everything's, proper, but for whatever reason, it's, it's wanting to play with me a little bit here. I'm gonna have to fix it sometime after the weekend here. I'm just banking on our south winning here, and us just not losing this, because we are a little bit outmatched here. Yeah, safe stowage. I have that on that since has my E5 crew, and that has safe stowage on it. Hello, Abdul. I think I said hello, Doug. You were here earlier when I was posted my VK match. I'm getting a little bit. I can't. There's a small chance for me to pen him in the front with APCR, but I'm content with just not losing this area up here, because we should win the south. It's a big should still, but our center is doing a pretty good job as well. Let's see if I can. Come on, HE. You can do it. Oh, that was a little bit of reflexes on my part and not the lag. Just trying to track him, but I'll gladly just let him roll on by, and this is, I guess, their last ditch effort here at a push. But man, whenever I go to, click or zoom in, it's just a little bit of stuttering, and it is annoying me a little bit. It's just throwing me off. Ah, shit, there's a rock there. How often do you actually fight in this area to know all the little ups and downs? Here we go. I'll take that. Not a ton of damage, but yeah. Just one battle, Abdul. And yeah, I saw that Steam picked up Blitz. I don't think I'm gonna pick it up though. It's a good game for mobile. Like, I have it on my phone. I guess I'm never in a position to play it, because if I'm ready to play a game, typically I at my house with a PC or a PS4, but yeah, I don't feel like starting over just to play a more, you know, what is it, like 7v7 or something on Blitz, smaller version of World of Tanks. Yeah, I can hop back into the T26E5 and the T34. Honestly, I wouldn't say it's better in the T34. Like, I had that review I put up yesterday for the T26E5. So I'm not going to go into all the specifics about it again, but essentially compared to the T34, the main difference you'll see is the crew size, which I'm just going to try to switch something here real quick. See if that helps my lag out a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't mess the stream up. I'll take that little win there. Alright, so let's get back into this guy. But just looking at the two right here, T34 has the extra loader compared to the T26E5. So the T34 has that going for it. I would say that basically they're equal. They play differently, of course. T34, high alpha, high pen, better accuracy, you know, than the T26E5 and T32. But of course, it also has the best turret out of the bunch outside of the cheeks, the T34. T32 beats that there, but turret cheeks are weak on this. I would basically call them equal as far as performance-wise. This, I would say, is a little bit more fun to play. Not that the T34 isn't fun. It's just this is a little bit quicker. You can do more things, you know, more stuff with it other than the T34 that's slow, clunky aim. So, but basically summing this tank up, this is a mashup of a T32 and a Persian. The best parts of both tanks, and then just nerfing those best parts just a pinch to keep it balanced. Whereas the T34, you know, it's essentially just T29 on steroids in a way. Alright, that might have helped my lag out a little bit, but we shall see. I'm still getting a little bit of stuff here. I've just been busy building stuff outside still, so I haven't had a chance to really get anything done on the computer. Outside of that video yesterday, I forced myself to carve out some time there. I might regret coming up here now. It's just, I thought with an OHO and an IS-6 behind me that I'd get a little teeny bit of support. Yeah, the gun, it has very good soft stats on it. It's just the overall accuracy. I want to see where he... I don't even know where he shot me. Just so I can know if he's chucking heat or not. He most likely is, though. Like, the gun has very good accuracy stats, just, you know, on the move, moving your turret, stuff like that. It just doesn't have the best overall accuracy, unfortunately. This is like a fucking standoff here. We need to push over here. And also on the other side of the map. Another case of I've got myself on the flank where I can't really do all that much. Shit. I don't know why our freaking OHO is sitting all the way back there. Like, come on, dude. It's getting it's a little frustrating at times. Oh, come on. Lag, go away. Am I confident in bouncing a Scorpion G? I'll let you know here in a minute. Just what is our other side doing? They had a pretty good leg up on the enemy there. Just looks like they botched it. This M6 needs to keep on his spot too, because when I need to get back, I need to get back. But best thing about this tank, you know, as well as the T-34, is not needing that many premium rounds. Your base penetration is, you know, freaking awesome in this thing. I hope our OHO's actually back there shooting. I'm not sure at this point. Let me just say that. We still have a chance to win here. It's just, it's gonna get less and less likely the longer this battle drags on. One shot, Tiger 2 shot. Doing my best to trying to keep doing damage here. Shit, how did I miss that Scorp G? Yep, this is not good, not good. He is not a tank that I want to see right up in my face. Nor is this OHO doing anything at all, I think. I missed a couple shots there because my frickin' ping going from 40 to 120 and back, it's frickin' annoying as all hell. Anyway, is this OHO actually playing? Ah, he is. See, that I just don't get. You're in probably the tank with the most armor in the match. And yeah, you're sitting in the back. But we still do have a slight chance, as that guy brings up. We are defending, but yeah. Anyway, I'm going to hop into T-34, but this tank, it's solid all around. Even with the T-34, honestly, this tank, who knows if it's going to be for sale for a pretty long time. Shit. I'll have to hop into this in a second, although I can hop in my T-34 with this crew. Actually, why don't I just plop in my T-29? That way I can at least get... I might be able to get brothers in arms here, we'll see. Maybe not. Ah, there we go. That's funny, Graham. Basically, I was keeping track, you know, out loud though. You know, basically, you know, who was shooting me. That way I know where to point my turret at. Because you do lose your loader for people hitting that eagle on the turret. He is a big sniper, Dana. He wasn't using the derp gun either, so obviously he doesn't watch Quickie Baby. Well, it's not even a ping. I can play with, you know, steady ping above 100. It's just, it keeps going up and down, which is odd to me because, like, I can see what's going in and out on my PC right now because I'm streaming. I always keep track of it to make sure I'm not maxing my, you know, upload speed out, and I'm not nearly maxing it out here. Yep. Thanks for watching, Jerry. Hopefully you enjoyed dinner. I know what I'm going to be doing after the stream. That same as you right now. I just went from work, the finishing up project outside, to about an hour and a half at the vet. So we'll say basically fighting against these things. Hit it in the side of the turret if you can pen it. Hit it in the side of the hole because you're going to be killing their DPM that way. Go. Critical hit. I would not be surprised if I damaged his ammo rack. I know. I think it's like a requirement to watch him. That wasn't very nice. Don't want to get myself in too much trouble here. I'm gonna back on up this way. It'll just make it a little bit harder, I believe, for them to... Not too concerned about him shooting at me there. We have someone flanking them, which that's going to actually get them to push into me, so... Actually a smidge bad. Which the low buffs that the low's getting, that thing's going to be awesome. As far as the armor and the gun depression buff it's getting, it's going to be a pretty damn good tank. Wargaming kind of came... I saw a Q&A today that they did with the guy doing balancing now. They essentially said, like, you know, the low's been out for a while, but it's gold value. It's pretty sure it's the most expensive tank in the game, premium tank. That's why they're buffing it more to, you know, they said, you know, the low, since it is expensive, it's getting buffed again because it needs to be worth, you know, essentially the weight in gold. Just didn't want to get shot here by him. Here we go. Luckily he kept backing up. Ah, nice, Graham. Ryan's gonna be cooking for me tonight. I'm very happy for that. I like nights when I don't have to cook. Alright, what are you guys doing? Let's say you guys should be pushing. He's actually trying to hit his track wheel, but I'll take that too. Ooh. It's just... we definitely have the leg up on tanks. It's just... ugh. Oh, I think the T-34, if it does get any kind of buff, it probably won't be... it'll most likely just be to the aim time, a pinch. Maybe the DPM, like you said, but really, the T-34's gun, that's really the only thing holding it back, is the aim time and the DPM. But outside of that, the tank's pretty damn good for a premium. I always hear people hating on it, but I honestly think it's, you know, one of the better tier 8 premiums. Surprise little tank. Pretty decent match so far here. Yep, didn't have a chance there. Maybe I'll be able to spot this guy if he shoots at me. At this point, I'm not concerned. Here we go. Wasn't concerned about him killing me. I was like, oh, what? He crashed. But someone had asked the balancing person at Wargaming, when is the super person going to get buffed? And essentially, what the guy said was the super person, which it kind of is the kind of budget, the budget tier 8 premium, because it is pretty cheap for gold. It's like 7,000 gold, I believe. And it does perform pretty well, the super person. It does need some APCR, but it's probably not going to get buffed because of that. It's, you know, it's good, not fan-freaking-tastic, but good. So I think they're happy with, you know, looks like they're balancing more on the value of tanks now, which can be a little scary, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I can play the Chaffee WZ-111 and the Chivalry. Alright, I'm gonna head that way. I'm gonna load APCR first. Just because you guys see me play this tank far too much here. The gun hates me. I'm hoping to get 5X's done on, you know, all my tanks I'm grinding here. I think I have one more German tank to do, or I might have completed all 3 of them, but if I get enough credits to equip a tank, I'll pop them on the Panther here. That way I can get some 5X's done on that. Yeah, the IS-6 is a good tank. Really, I feel like the tanks getting buffs do need some buffs, but I think there's not too many premiums out there that are terrible. It's just whenever, say like the FV-845, how I've kind of commented on it saying, you know, it's not really worth buying or it's not the best tank. I base that off of, you know, comparing it to other premiums out there. You know, it's still a good tank, it's just there's better options out there. But for as much as Wargaming does have a couple tanks here or there that aren't balanced completely right, the game overall is pretty well balanced. Definitely better than when I started. Like, you came across, say, like a mouse and a lot of tanks, and you just sit there and cry. She couldn't, you know, you could chuck HE at the thing and take off like 100 HP. I'm not even going to attempt to sit out there and take shots at him. I'll take a lot more damage than what it's worth. I want to get over to there. Screw it. I just knew putting myself in between the T-30, the grill, and, you know, this mountain, I'd be a little bit safe there. Safe enough to at least get one shot off. I was lucky to get 2 without taking too much damage. Alright, I'm going to start reloading because they've definitely got that under control. Like, yeah. For a second I thought you were saying the E5, but see, I like the Super Pershing, but I also I had a lot of games in it when it first came out, and its armor was technically worse when it first came out than it is now, but it was pretty fun playing it, and people just like, why can't I pen a freaking Pershing? And they're just bouncing off of it, throwing HE at you, doing nothing, and it was kind of fun playing it back, you know, in the first couple months. I'm just putting myself here. I typically don't go to this spot, but we have an E3 coming over here. But we have a lot of tanks in that one spot, so it doesn't really make sense for me to go there as well. Seeing if I can line up anything here. Just a tortoise. Ah, I gotta love the T-54. Where did he catch me? He caught me right on the mantlet. Awesome. You gotta love this tank. Your shot misses. I was actually aimed in on him. He takes a pot shot, pens you, and you know, you're screwed. Alright, these guys need some help over here. I'll be better off switching spots. Since I'm still reloading here and trying to get a surprise shot or two in here. Just gotta keep in mind I'm one-shottable by a lot of tanks here. Yeah, I'm starting to very nice. That's where the gun does come in handy if it has, you know, a couple low HP tanks to take out one after another. Shit, he's coming my way. No, don't do it. Ah. And my reload time wasn't quick enough between shells. Yep. If that was a Czech tank, it would have killed him. But, oh well. Here's hoping that we can win, but that was a little sad. We had a pretty good roll there, but then our mediums just all funneled in right in front of, you know, their heavy tanks there. And they're, well, primarily TDs, but it didn't make any sense. Like, you're in mediums, why are you rushing straight towards the high alpha guns? So alright, so Chaffee here, then WZ111 Chi-Ri. Hello Patrick, nice to see you. What do I prefer, KFC, Burger King, or McDonald's? I would probably say Taco Bell. But if I had to go with something, I would say McDonald's, just because around here, McDonald's is probably the only safe place to eat in fast food. Burger King, I'll get sick eating there, and I have. KFC, we don't have one within 45 minutes of me. But not that I don't particularly like fast food, but, you know, I'll still eat there from time to time if, you know, you're on a road trip or, you know, you just need a quick bite in the middle of, you know, a bunch of different, like, errands. So I know it's crappy for me, but every now and then it's alright. Lord. No! Come on, people. Is someone gonna nudge me over? Thank you. Like, why couldn't he just push over? Or not push over, I mean freaking why couldn't he just move over a little bit? But that ended badly. Which I still need to... I forgot to do that little video clip I said last stream I was gonna do. I'm actually getting a Taco Bell near me soon. It's gonna be 5 minutes from my house. I'm probably gonna gain weight. But that's only because I can't turn down Taco Bell. But I'm still gonna do my best. I agree. I prefer real food over fast food. Another long story? Off the top of my head, that's a little bit difficult. If I think of something though, sure. god, the shells on this tank go so slow compared to what I remember. Right, that was an HE round. That should go slower. 250-pound Cody? Possible. But luckily my dog, there's no way I'd be able to gain that much weight with him. Having to, you know, I go from working and essentially walking about 10 miles in a kitchen a day to a very speedy walk slash jog with him for about 3 miles a day in the bitter cold in the winter. There's no way you can gain weight doing that every day. Ooh, Lord, that was a bad time for my ping to go up. The only other time I've had this ping happen to me like this is back when there was a problem with the World of Tanks. Essentially, they had a problem with an internet hub. It was, I think it was Telia. You know, this was in like the first year where I started World of Tanks, and everybody had problems with ping. You know, for a couple months until they had fixed it. But some days you would just log on and be like, I'm not even gonna play because the ping was that bad. Screw it, I'll take the shot for my team. Go guys. Got one hit in. Just, we have to get off the hill eventually. See you, Graham. Thanks for watching for a bit. I don't know how well Taco Bell would ship in the mail. I'm sure it would still be... Yeah, that was kind of crappy loss there, but oh well. Alright, WZ-111. I'm sure it would still be... It would still look edible, but there'd be no way that would be safe to eat. Hello, Orlando. How I got in the World of Tanks? Essentially, you know, I played PS3 throughout high school. Back when, you know, Call of Duty was popular, even though it still is now, but it just came to a point where I'm like, I feel like getting into PC gaming again, because that's where I started with Shattered Galaxy. Pretty much one of the first MMO RPG RTS, probably one of the only ones to ever come out. I started there, and then a game called Dofus, but got back into PC gaming for Battlefield 3, and yeah, when I started Battlefield 3, I also started World of Tanks back then. You know, since it was this new, huge, popular free-to-play game. So I pretty much just started with those two games and went from there. I'm not going to comment on politics. See you, Abdul. Enjoy your breakfast. Everyone's leaving me to eat. It's making me hungry. Well, the mod thing, that was just... Honestly, one day I went down the list of people on the stream and I just gave them mod powers. But, yeah, politics, I don't really feel like talking about that. Here's to hoping, you know, everything goes well, but it remains to be seen. I'm just getting more and more likely to take a shot at something that I'd rather have heat. Although now this KV2's heading my way. Ooh, Lord. past me. I'll see if I can get... I don't think I'm going to be able to get another one. Oh shit. You don't have destroyed my building. Oh god. See, that's the problem with this thing. I cannot damage him frontally right now. Shit, now the mass is moving towards me. That's because looking at... Yep, 250 millimeters a pen. That's nearly exact what the T26E5 has across of most of the front, outside of the lower plate. So I'll be hard pressed to pen him and a lot of other of those. Shit, the enemy actually, they're set up actually pretty well. Hello, Anthony. You're going to Taco Bell after the stream? I hate you. No. I'm gonna have to like drive. The closest one to me right now is like an hour away. I'm gonna have to drive and go get it. I don't think I can be spotted here. Oh lord, keep your turret like that. No. I can hit him. Or I could hit the wall. That too. Just my luck. Maybe I'll back up a pinch more. Here we go. Well, not to say that that's normal. It depends on what kind of fabric you have. All the stuff I wear in the kitchen. Granted, my chef pants cost about $60 a piece. They're all water resistant, and spill water on it, it just slips right off of me. Okay. I think it just comes down to how neatly woven it is. I was confident in taking a shot at him, but not now. Just gonna... Yep. Oh-ho just shot. Says I can't really pen him. I'm just gonna move up to my next little perch to hide behind. It's the problem with the WZ-111. You run across a tank like the oh-ho and you can't do anything against them unless he shows you his side armor. I'm just gonna go after the SU. See, I'll take Brian's dinner over Taco Bell, I guess. Oh god, I should have known with my ping. I should have waited another second. It's just if you put junk food in front of me, I'll eat it. That's why in our house we pretty much don't have any junk food outside of like water ice or something. Hey, we won the Chaffee. Yay. It's a pretty crappy match, but at least we got a victory. I'm gonna do the Chi-Ri. Ah, nice, Anthony. Congrats. Getting up there. You're not too far. That's pretty damn good for, you know, you're still you know, pretty low on the battle count. The box, I know what you're talking about there. What type of knives do I prefer as far as cooking, Andrew? Really when I'm at work, like I use, like most of my knives are a Wusthof knife. Yeah, they sell tacos at Taco Bell. I use Wusthof knives. It's pronounced close enough. But essentially I have, you know, everyone has a 8 to 10 inch chef knife if you're, you know, a professional chef. But my knives, they're definitely not cheap. Like the 3 main knives I use are about 200, 180, and I think 120 is the cheapest one, dollars. But I use a Japanese chef knife, the Wusthof one. Essentially, it's not like a big blocky one that you typically find. It has like a curved handle. It's a little thinner. Um, and then I have a Santoku knife, again Wusthof. That's nice for chopping anything outside of meat, or even if you can chop meat with it, but nothing bulky. And then everyone has a serrated bread knife, but really, if you have a chef knife and a Santoku knife, you don't need any other knife in the kitchen. So, but even if you're, a home cook, I still say, like, I've had people, of course, ask me, family-wise, like, what to get from Ryan's side, because, my whole family's been in the restaurant business, but you're better off buying, one expensive knife. It's going to last you forever than you are buying, like, the $20 knife special at, say, like, Walmart or something. My part-time job is not a chef, Lowy Boss. That's my full-time job. You don't make nearly as much streaming and making videos as you would think. This is just a hobby. I've done this long enough to where, I have access to monetizing videos and stuff, but I do not do this, solely for the money. I'd be homeless. Yeah, paring knives are nice, but honestly, I haven't used a paring knife at work in 2 or 3 years, I think. Mainly because the one that we had there broke. I have paring knives at home, but, I think they're nice around the house. At work, though, I guess I use my Santoku knife for everything. So essentially, it's just a, small chef knife. I'll take that shot. Be nice if you guys would push in now. Well, yeah, like, honestly, if you buy, like, one good knife, say Wusthof, or there's Henkel. Henkel's probably cheaper and better for someone who's not, professionally cooking, because the quality is still good, but at a much lower price. Oh, Lord. That was a mistake. I thought these guys were pushing. Like, why are they not pushing in there? Makes literally no sense. Freaking FE304. Are you kidding me? I'm definitely dead now. Unless I can keep him tracked. It's just, I don't know why that T-29 survived as long as he did. They were like expecting each other to kill it and then didn't do anything. Oh, that was frustrating. Don't think there's any other requests. I'm gonna hop back in. I'm trying to get the 5X's done, which who knows with my luck how long that will take. Yeah, it is very situational, Anthony, a mission like that. I think I said, Lolly Boss, I'm not discussing politics. I've heard enough about the politics the past few days. I really don't care anymore. Yeah, it's like paring knives. I don't disagree with you. They're definitely, nice. It's just, for me personally, like, I don't do as much, like, I work morning, day shift. Like, I still break down and, prep stuff, but I don't do nearly as much stuff like that. So just, asking me personally what kind of knives, that's my answer, but, stuff like that, having a good paring knife, like if I ever bought one for myself, I'd probably buy, like, a $60 one, honestly. Because really, you're buying something for the metal. and it just stays sharper longer. You can sharpen it more times. Oh god, my team's not even... What are they doing? Not to say we've lost this already, but we've kind of lost this match already. It's just we have people sitting back there. Our mouse is... I don't even know where I want to go. I'm probably just going to sit here and... Yeah. But yeah, most of the stuff I prep though, you know, it's more lighter stuff where I don't need, you know, a paring knife or a big blocky chef knife. I typically just have a Santoku, but I would say it's definitely nice to have, to maybe buy a better knife, get one of everything that you're gonna need, and you'll never have to get another knife again as long as you have a, you know, a steel and you know, a whetstone to sharpen it. Never buy any of those things that you pull your knife through. They don't do any good. They'll actually shave off more metal off your knife compared to just sharpening your knife on a whetstone and using a steel to basically... The way knives... Yeah, I can play the FV183. I'm getting a little bit distracted here, and I honestly don't know where I want to go because my team is not pushing anywhere that I can go. If I go over to the mouse side, which I could help him, I'm just gonna die by Artie. But essentially how knives get dull, most people think, you know, that it, you know, the knife blade gets dull. It actually doesn't. Essentially, as you cut, depending on what hand you're using, left-handed or right-handed, it goes from, this is the point of the knife, and it starts curling over to one side, and you just take that steel and, you know, push it back up so it's straight. You actually don't need to sharpen your knife that way, as long as you use the steel frequently enough. But a lot of people, you know, buy those little things that you pull your knife through. Every time you do that, you're, you know, shaving off that little curl of the metal, and it's making your knife smaller. I've literally done nothing here. It's getting a little bit frustrating because I'm getting flanked by the tactic I usually like to do. Daisy, need to keep my turret towards him. I thought I was low enough, and yep, he hit me right under the gun. I was trying to hide my hole as best as possible. Load quicker! Shit. Very nice spot. T-34. I'm gonna load here. We're starting to fail here. I don't have the T-82. Yeah, I can get them, Abdul. I have all of them. I can get to them as well, Lolly Boss. I'm gonna do my best to... I'm gonna get to as many of them as I can. I'm trying to do 5Xs on tanks. I'm also grinding. So I'll get to both of your 2 requests. It's just I only have an hour left here on the stream, and passing up a 5X is definitely something I don't want to do. Just making sure this, you know, T-34 won't get too far up here free. But our team, I knew it instantaneously when I saw my team set up. There was nothing I could do to help or change the outcome of this. It sucks. But unfortunately, the southern side, you run into this a lot because it's a lot harder to be campy on this side than it is the north side and win. Wish my ping would stay the same. Here we go. Oops, that's a building. He straightened out a little bit. No bueno. Ooh, you got a little bit lucky there. Is he gonna try that again? Yeah, I'll shoot at you, but I'm dead regardless. But it just sucks when you're in matches like that, so. I remember the T-18, that was, you know, awesome playing that back then. Alright, so that's gonna be a loss. I'm hopping into one more tank that I have a, you know, essentially a 5x in after the 183. Then I'll get to when I play like the STB1, you know, and I'll get to both of your requests. Hello, Felipe, nice to see you. Hopefully you're having a good day. Which I will say, my frame, I did just drop 585 frames. Something on my, yeah, that definitely hit my ping pretty hard, whatever just happened there. So sorry about that if, you know, the stream got a little jittery there. I just really hate Comcast. Alright, what do I use to put chat on my screen? Using OBS to, you know, stream. You can look up guides for it. Essentially, you just plug in the URL for your chat and you can overlay it on top of your screen. You just need to mess around with some CSS code, or else it comes out all funky. It looks like, you know, just like a standard Windows screen, you know, white background, edges and everything. But you can find, you know, codes online to be able to get it to look transparent, semi-transparent like it is here, stuff like that. Will I get a shot off? Awesome. That's really all I was looking for there. So Artie is now loaded. As that IS-3 is found out. Shit, this oh-ho is about to say oh no if he keeps pushing along here. He's smart enough not to push too hard. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can pull these guys back a little bit. Or pull forward. It's amazing how many people will push up to a spot where you can hit them. If you just pull back a little bit, they're like, oh, that guy's gonna hide. You just push back up and you shoot him like that. Oh, I agree, which is why I Googled the hell out of it until I found the thing that worked for me the best. Like, I took a couple little classes in way back in high school. I guess I can say way back because it's been about 8 years. But, yeah. I do not know enough to be able to, you know, do something from scratch. Do I want to take the risk here? Yep. Almost killed him. But if I had hit his hole, it looked like I hit just the front of the track there, he would have died. It's just my team is taking a pounding here in front of me. It's just I hate going out there when it's in counter mode if you're going to be pushing, because you can get shot from a lot of different ways and Artie can hit you. And yeah, at least we got some spots here. Well, the Waffle Trager A100 I believe is still on consoles, so if I'm not mistaken, they might have removed it by now, but I think it's still on there. Alright, Mr. 113. You're going that way, so you did a pretty good job, so I'm gonna pile in here with these guys. Oh god. Maybe I shouldn't have. Nope. Thanks, Panther. He's got Artie too, because you're blocking me and sitting out in the open. We do need to reset them here. Yeah, it's going to be a pinch of a problem. Alright, so yeah, after this I'm going to play... Why don't I play the OHO, since I need to do the 5X on that. Essentially I have the OHO WZ-111-14 and that T-54E1 still that I need 5X wins. Which that's just wrong. Pancakes with ketchup? No. And I'll also mix in some of those requests that you guys have there. Come on, Artie, you're gonna have to do it. If this RE doesn't make it, I'm a little bit concerned for whether or not we're gonna be able to reset them. Ah, there we go. Awesome. Holy crap, they didn't hit anybody. There we go. Very nice. I'm looking for this Tiger 2 here. He is like shitballs. Yeah, I'm sure consoles are gonna remove it someday. They can't leave that thing in forever. So thanks for requesting this. This was one of the better 183 matches I've had in a while. It's probably still gonna be very expensive to do this, but at 260 it's probably like, oh god, I worked so hard for this tank. Why am I not winning? I know that's a wrong your, but whatever. I'll consider myself an SPG. Why does this have to be so slow sometimes? Oh lord, we're actually not out of the woods here. IS-3, you're on your own. I am going with my M48. Because even though I'm at full HP, they're both one-shottable. They can kill that guy. If they can't kill him, then we're gonna cap. So ah, very nice. He's down to 415 HP. I don't need to give you cover. Our Artie should be able to kill that guy, but if this guy kills the IS-3 and somehow survives, I'm gonna push up and kill him. So I still have a repair kit. So IS-3 is doing a good job. I know he's calling for help, but he's got it. Or Artie's got it. Very nice. Decent match there. Mastery badge, second class, 4K damage, a little bit of assist and block. Very nice. Alright, so I was doing Oho up next. Then I was gonna hop into, say, like the STB1, do the WZ1114, then I'll play like the KV5 or something. But just trying to get in, some of these 5Xs, because this is where you can make up a ton of time grinding tanks. Which it looks like 9.17. I believe the start date was November, I think it was the 17th. The test server is going to be starting for the next patch for PC, and that's going to be bringing the Swedish tanks, of course, new overmatch mechanics, which they're going to be a bit more complex, but also make a little bit more sense. What else is coming? I think that's mainly the gist of it, as well as, premium tanks getting rebalanced, quite a few of them. But that's going to be coming out the 17th, the test server, and they said they want to do at least 2 iterations of it, just to make sure everything's working and balanced, blah 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 blah. So then that looks like, pulling up a calendar here, the 17th, it'll probably come out December, the first week of December. If not, then the second week of December. 9.17 is typically how Wargaming's timeline, works out there. I'm gonna take a shot here, but that was bad. Come on. Wish I had hit the E5, because I can, just derp them to death. There we go. I'm just trying to get up as far as I can so I don't get artied. Very nice mutts. I don't see many people take risks like that. E4 is lucky he hit me and not him. He can pen you, dude. No, Windows 10, I do not want to update something right now. I don't know if you heard that little jingle in the background. It's like, update something when I hit the shutdown button. How about that? Rest of their team, they should be pushing, the 1 to 3 line. I know we have some tanks over there, but once this guy falls here, it's gonna be open season for us. Lord, that's not good. And yeah. Maybe I made a little tactical error there. I didn't think... I saw that they weren't pushed up far enough here to hit me through that. That guy there, he caught me off guard. And that was, as well as the T-54E1. I didn't think he would sit out there, but I guess I haven't played this a lot. This is like my 3rd match. My fat ass blocked all my shots from my allies. Still, 1,300 damage ain't too bad. Alright, so I was gonna play STB1, I think, after this. That's the other way. I'm hoping, though, like, I don't think I'm gonna get to enough credits to outfit the, Panther, for you, Dana. I think Dana's still here. But I'm gonna be able to get to that, I'm hoping, sometime this week. I know you've been waiting for that. There's this that one other German tank I'm gonna buy when it's on sale right now. So that's like 600k. But that way I, get to the next little grind for the Germans. Hello, Ace Ghost. Long time no see. Nice to see you again. That's very... He's very, you know, hey, we lost this already. Awesome. It's like the third time I've seen that today from somebody. I had a match before I streamed. It might have been actually that one I posted with the VK, the Ace Tanker match right before I started. Um, there was a platoon, the top 3 tanks on our team, the top tiers, and 2 of them, I believe, were like, we lost this already. Like, that's like a killer for your team, especially when it's a platoon of 3 people, your top tiers, and I think they were in heavy tanks, saying that, we already lost, you know? Awesome. Yeah, that was definitely off there. Let's see what we can do here. I'm just hoping. Because I don't want to block the 30B. There we go. I just want someone to try to cross there, honestly, on the enemy team. I'll help you, but crap. Hopefully that helps you, Bulldog. Oh shit, I tracked him. That dude popped off a repair kit without hesitation. Not to say that he's cheating, but there are illegal mods that pop off your repair kits and med kits and fire extinguishers without delay. He was tracked and he didn't even stop until that second track, it looked like. STB1's gun depression is awesome now. I'm not too hesitant about pushing up in front of something like a T10. Now the problem that we're having is we do not have any tanks outside of here. I do not know why everyone decided to hop on this spot, but yep. Ace Ghost, if you look at my most recent upload, aside from this video, I have a full review on the T26E5. But I don't think it's better than the T34. It looks like that at first glance, but you know, they both have their trade-offs. It's definitely better than the holy shit, my team ran away, than the T32. Lord, I'm not even paying attention here. Sorry. I took my eyes off of not blaming you. It's my fault for looking at chat when I was in a at least we won Himmelsdorf. I was in a tight spot there and I took my eyes off the match. Doesn't help that my team ran though. What was left? They're not obsolete. You have to look at it as, say you're arguing that the FCM50T is obsolete. FCM is preferential matchmaking. T34 has almost double the alpha as the T26E5, has better turret armor, and they both have slightly weak cheeks, but it's got a better mantlet, better cupola, and better penetration, better alpha, better accuracy. I do break them down in that video. I compare the T26E5, the M26, no, not M26 version, T32, since that's a heavy, and the T34. I compare them 3 and also throw the M26 in there for reference. But essentially, the way I see, I'm probably going to head up here. Just looking at how the team's shaking out. It's basically a mashup of M26 Persian and a T32. The best characteristics, gun depression, turret armor, hull armor, the gun on the M26 Persian, and then they just nerf those aspects just a pinch. you know, so it's not completely broken. But, well, honestly, 0.35 accuracy, 400 alpha, and whatever its pen is, awesome with just AP on the T-34. If it had more mobility like when it was at tier 9, it would be completely overpowered at tier 8. Trust me, I played a lot of the tier 9 T-34, and if they kept the mobility the same with that turret, the gun, and the gun handling on that thing, it would completely wreck tier 8s. It needs to actually be a little bit slower, or else it would be broken. Yeah, thanks there. Not that I had a shot, but if I did, now I don't. I'm just gonna wait and see here about this. Like, this tank doesn't have gun depression, so heading up here, you know, wasn't my best choice, but I just kind of saw I wasn't going to be able to push here hard if they had guys up here. I don't really want to put myself in a chance, you know, hoping that the enemy's not sitting there. But essentially, the T-26E5, it's a very good premium, but I wouldn't say it, you know, craps all over, say, another premium tank. It's, you know, it's good, but even, like, overlook things like the ammo rack. I talked about this because I played it the first match on the stream here. The ammo rack can essentially anything 150 millimeters and above, I believe, can damage it in one shot. So if you get hit in the side, side turret, side hull, you're going to lose your ammo rack. And, you know, you might get unlucky, you might get detonated. Give him a nice little pop there. I don't think the T-34 needs buffed at all, honestly. Like, it could use a little bit of DPM, and by a little I mean very small amount, or potentially a little bit better aiming time. I don't think it's a bad tank. It's T-34 is meant to be, you know, kind of the mid-range, hold down tank that just smacks people. It's definitely weak if the enemy pushes on you, because your DPM's low, but it's extremely strong if, you know, the enemy isn't advancing on your position. Goodbye. Maybe you should focus on something other than me. There you go. They shot the Borsig. Screw it. I'm gonna... helps it. It's just a T-34. I was about to say, I'm gonna push in here, ram somebody, kill him, and shoot the other guy. Well, that's just, you know, it's one of its weaknesses. Like, back when it was a tier 9, it was very mobile, extremely laser point gun, but moving to tier 8, honestly, I'd much rather have the better gun, you know, as far as damage, alpha, accuracy, sacrifice the aim time a little bit, DPM, and mobility, rather than have a fast tank that can't do anything when it gets there, if that makes any sense. It's like if they buff the mobility, they, you know, would almost certainly have to, you know, change the gun, which they can't technically do that because people, you know, cry that they nerfed their precious T-34. So I feel like if they do buff it any, it's going to be very, very small and, you know, not really a huge buff. I wanted my last little kill here. Oh well. But who knows? They are, you know, rebalancing. Well, I complain about the T-54E1. I'll show you the gun stats here. Alright, so we got a nice little mastery badge second class. We lost Al Haloof, no surprise there. Very nice tank here at the WZ-111. Let me bring up these two tanks, just the guns looking at them. Because I'm fairly sure. Looking at these two, it's a pretty big difference. Like, here's the T-34's gun. It's mainly down to aiming time. It's a little bit longer there, but overall accuracy, 0.35. Definitely a lot better by, 0.4. And then penetration's even higher here. 210 only on the T-54E1. 248 and nearly 300 APCR, which, that just laughs at people and you just, punch right through all their armor. But, alright, KV5 was the next request. Thanks, Dana. But, T-34, I always hear a lot of people, like, saying it needs buffs. I wouldn't be against it, nor do I think it would be a bad thing. But, personally, I never feel, underpowered or, definitely, hindered by the T-34. Oh, I know. Trust me, I know about soft stats. I won't get into them here because, I'm streaming. But the T-34, it does its job extremely well. So... But, they're not going to overbuff the tank to where it's just, completely better in every way than, other tanks of its class in its tier. Of course, newer tanks, they might, get them pretty on par, like the T-2060-5, but at the same time, T-34, it's, you can argue it both ways. So to me, I feel like it's in a pretty good sweet spot. It's all right. Trust me, I like discussing, tank characteristics. So. All right. Yes, we have new help over here. Awesome. It's me and a Chaffee. Hopefully this Chaffee has a KD2 gun I don't know about. I don't know how I hit him there, but somehow I did. It's just, I don't like that they get pushed that way. I'm gonna lose my two little helpers here. I was mainly pinging there because we have a T-28 and an ONI. Shit, I guess let the type get by. Let's see if this type wants to engage me. Yep. Crap, I was trying to track him. Here we go. Used his repair kit. Very nice. Not too concerned about the TVP just yet. They should be able to get him. I know I can punch through his lower plate with APCR. Unless it's super angled like that. Okay. God. He's sticking his gun up. That's not good. That's not good at all. I would very much like someone's help here. Just because... Come on. I'm going to lose a lot of my HP here. Oh, Lord. T28, you're going the long way. It's just I can't pen him on the... Most tier 8 tanks would be able to pen him basically... That's awesome. Right in the middle of the bantlet. There's no secondary layer, but I wasn't able to hit him on the turret hatch where I wanted to. His gun was sticking in my way. And, you know, I couldn't hit him right next to the mantlet, because shooting that way that close, I wasn't actually hitting it square on, but yeah. Alright. Whew, a lot of chat there. Which I'll say this 125,000 experience goes by so quick with 5x matches. It's a decent match here. I'm going to try to... I got the OHO done, WZ. Trying to go back to the T54 here. Yeah, the T34 does make a lot of credits. You don't need, you know, premium rounds with it. Since the shell does a lot of damage per shot, you make a lot of credits, you know, for doing damage per shot. But honestly, you know, all tier 8s are within about 5% of each other as far as earnings, as long as you play the tank correctly. You know, like some make better, or it's easier to make more credits than others, but they're really, you know, all about the same. Yeah, it's 5x all weekend. Started yesterday for Veterans Day weekend, and I believe it runs, you know, through Sunday night. But yeah, wargaming, you know, premium earnings are basically, they base it off of each tier. Like some are definitely, you know, easier and more consistent than others, but they all have about the equal, you know, about equal chance to, you know, make credits. All right, we got a 113 pushing here. Holy crap. That's the wargaming person too, which hopefully he's not gonna turn towards me. Nor is this gun actually gonna work for me here. Oh my god. Yep, of course. That's why I hate this gun. T-34 would have actually hit one of those. But the gun on this thing just... It's such a tease. Like, oh, hey, your aiming circle. You know, you're gonna hit this. Nope, not at all. That was just frustrating. Oh god, we're gonna lose our E100. Our team needs to do something. Come on, guys. Yes, we do. They don't have that many tanks compared to ours. Like if you look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tanks, and they have 4, possibly 5. Yeah, of course they're massed in the south, so why not push north? I'm not even gonna try to argue with that guy. It's just... He's saying that we shouldn't push where they're not. Like, pushing right into them is definitely not the way to go when, you know, they're just sitting there pre-aimed at you. Awesome, I actually hit those shots. Kadogi. Do I want to give this another go? I went too soon. Awesome. Here we go. Gun's actually working. I just had to complain about it a bit. Hello, Rich. Nice to see you. Hopefully you're having a good day. Alright, so these two guys are going to push. I still think I'm going to... I don't think I'm going to go with them. I'm going to try my luck at this 113 one more time. It's just so tempting. I don't have an AHE. If I did, he'd be dead. But yeah, I don't have any shot here unless I hit his little itty bitty cupola. Really? Oh my god, dude! Why'd you pull right in front of me? Seriously? All right. I'm done trying to get a little bit of free gold. Granted, I mainly want to kill that guy because, you know, he spots us coming across every single... It's a really important spot on this map because he's, you know, he's able to spot us coming across every single little road here. Right. Here we go. Someone took him out. Awesome. He's not paying attention. There we go. That guy needs to calm down a little bit. It's like, dude, you just pushed across and, you know, obviously none of us were gonna head with you. Actually, no, we were not trying to push into, you know, a lot of enemy tanks and get ourselves killed. That actually worked out in my favor. I'm still gonna die here, but I'm just gonna blacklist him because he's annoying. But hey, I did 5,200 damage. I guess that's something, but at the same time it is a loss. Our team just camped way too hard here. I actually just made a map strategy for Paris here. You know, the center, essentially there's a lot of cover on the outside here, and it's tempting to sit there, but it does promote, you know, flanking is key on Paris, and they had that 113 controlling, you know, all the important flanks in the center. But anyway, yeah, obviously, you know, I did something kind of right. I don't have the T-34-3, unfortunately, Ace Ghost. Alright, so the next request, I'm trying to find them here. Why don't I play the SU-85I? That was a request. Then I'll get to... when I play the mouse, maybe I'll try to get back into the T-26E5 as well. But yeah, I don't have a T-34-3. Closest I have to that would be like a Type 59, I think. WZ-120. Yeah, it's definitely not a bad tank. Lacks a little bit of pen, but yeah, I've got to kind of pick and choose what premiums I buy nowadays, since I have, you know, a lot of other expenses. No problem, Abdul. You are very much correct, Metro. Uber, Doug. I always call you different things, but yeah, the 5X weekends, I always, you know, I've been popping off my 100% experience, my good crew experience. I probably should do a free experience, but I'm trying to get credits to buy a lot of tanks on sale. But man, I made like 15, I don't think 20. Like I was making like 15,000 for each 5X earlier. when I was grinding, you know, the mid tiers I'm grinding. They're far enough away where they have to get through quite a few tanks to be able to spot me. So I'll take a crack at that guy there. He's still kind of on my line. Whoop, that guy dove into the lake. Of course, people are still shooting at him and not the actual tanks that are alive. Alright, so I'm gonna want to go this way. TDs, typically I still stick with my setup low into town strategy. A little bit harder for a tank that doesn't have armor like this, but I was gonna help the T-34, but he is chugging it there. Try to help out this little bush, but unless this T1 pushes back further, I'm not gonna be able to get a shot. Somebody, anybody, before I get a lot more people my way. I was trying not to shoot the church hole because I'd be spotted, but left and right movement on this tank is crazy at times, but being a tier 5 TD, tier 5 TD, there goes all my HP. Yay. There's somebody right there though. See ya, Ace Ghost? You didn't, you know, it wasn't that distracting. It was just that one medium match. I think that was when we were still discussing it. I took my eyes off, unfortunately, but I like that. It was a good argument. I think we tied there. Hopefully, you know, you get a nice string of wins tonight to get a ton of 5Xs. I might just sit on the cap. I can hit this OI from over here. And he's gonna drown himself. Classy. Granted, his nickname is Redneck. Or Roughneck. Darn. I saw Redneck for some reason. Yeah. I'm just gonna sit on cap. There's no way I can actually get over to those tanks there. Yep, no problem. Which, my next stream, guys, still going to be Sunday, 6 to 8. Monday, 12 to 3 this week. Essentially, my normal stream schedule is going to hold for the next week. It's just after this, you know, until, not this Sunday, next Sunday coming up. After that is when I'm going to have to switch it around a little bit for a couple weeks. Just because of Thanksgiving, holidays, stuff like that. I don't want to go at Smooth Ride. What the hell? Hello, Tunster. Nice to see you. I always feel weird when people call me Mr. Menz. Yeah, I got about 20 minutes left here. That's only because I was, you know, growing up, my grandfather started a bunch of, you know, the family businesses like restaurants, hotels, food distributing companies, stuff like that, even down to duck hunting, and that's what everyone called them. Alright, what do we got here? My spawn spot is telling me to go straight down this road. My brain knows telling me to go to the flag. I have not played the T-29 tonight, Rich. I can now, right after this. I think I got all the 5Xs I need complete, I think. I've actually been going to field more than you guys have probably ever seen me do recently. Haven't really been when I'm streaming though, I think, and it's been working out a little bit better for me. I've had it happen a couple times already, Dunster. That's only because the position I'm at work, but there's one guy who he's like 50, 56 or something. He's a line cook for us, and someone called him sir before. It was someone who's about my age, and he was just being polite. It's how he was raised. He's like, "Do I look like a sir?" It was kind of funny. Top gun or top engine on the AT-15 first, or AT? Yeah. That's hard. I would probably go Top Gun, because the AT-15, isn't that quick. But the Top Gun on it does make it a lot better. But it's really, I would base Felipe off of the gun you're using right now. If you're doing, at least your HP's worth around there in damage, you might want to go with the engine. Honestly, if you find it's working for you, I would go for the engine. If you find yourself lacking gun as far as damage per shot and penetration, go with the gun first. Well, I got the Panther Dana, and I actually have it fully outfitted and everything. I just need to put equipment on it. So yeah, I think it's more or less like, as far as age go nowadays, like, I think it's it's kind of drilled into our heads that getting old isn't I don't know. I think it's just kind of it comes off as, it feels weird because a lot of like our society and stuff, it's like, oh, you don't want to get old and blah blah blah. Hell, I'm not saying I'm looking forward to it, but hell, I can't wait to be a little bit older and have done a bunch of stuff. There we go. I don't want to push into this mass here, which about 4 tanks that have died have done. I just want to be right here on the corner where they can't hit me, and it's a little bit more difficult for these guys to kill me. Hey, I've met Rich. I'll say he's not old enough to be a national treasure. I was very skeptical of that shot on the E4. My team, where's my team going? Screw it, there's an M48 down here. They're gonna shoot at him for the next couple seconds. I'm gonna, oh god, I bounced off the back. That's not good. We're gonna lose, so I might as well go out doing something rather than sitting there waiting to die. Come on, at least I can angle him, potentially block something. Now that I angled the mediums in front of me, they're like, oh, what? My heat's not working on his lower plate? But we definitely, once we gave up this, there's no arty. That's why I like arty. If there's no arty on this map and the enemy team wins this center road, it's nearly impossible to win. especially with encounter and the flags here. But you know, everyone, or not everybody, but a lot of people want to remove it. But it has its role, and yeah. All right, so T-29. Let's hop into that there tank. Fjords. All right. So I got time. Maybe I'll hop into the T-26E5 for my last battle here. I just wanted to try to get one more match in that. Just if people are curious and, you know, looking to pick it up. I'm still looking forward to the AMX, the Liberté, which, who knows, Wargaming might actually release the unskinned version for us as well. They didn't on the EU server, but it's kind of up to the server to do that, because there are, you know, both models available and they're in game. So yeah, this is actually a pretty damn good matchup for it. I hope I don't screw it up, but IS2. I'm just trying to see where my. Oops, sorry, bud. I'm not gonna spin you around. Where are all the? I think I'm gonna have to head south here. Ace, you're still here? If you watch my video, the full breakdown of it, I you know, it's a very good tank, but it is balanced still. But really, the ammo rack is the kicker for the E5, the, you know, T26 E5. If it didn't have a weak ammo rack, it would be, it would definitely be a little bit too good. Yeah, the T26E5 it is. It's just the EU server released the AMX Liberté, and they did not release the unskinned version of it. Percentage base, I would probably say, hey, I think it's a good thing. I'd probably go crazy if I had, like, looking at some of the Twitch chats and stuff of other streamers, I would probably not keep my eye on the chat as much as I do here. Sorry, little M4. That APCR was not meant for you, but unfortunately I've got to clear you two out to be able to get to my true goal here. I'm just gonna annoy him with a track, just to keep him in this place a little bit. Oh lord. Yep, I gotta get back here. The AT-8 is in a spot, and hopefully these guys do not push on me. Oh lord. Help! M44! Yeah, I'm a little screwed here. I think I'm gonna take what might be my last shot, and yeah. Wanted to get the Oni because he's the toughest target there, but I knew that was gonna be a challenge pushing here. We did win the rest of the map, which we can just cap them out right now and win. But going down there, if the enemy pushes on you and you're outnumbered, you're definitely gonna die. But alright, so let's hop into the Patriot here. In my 80s at World of Tanks terms. Well, the average age of people playing World of Tanks, believe it or not, at least on the PC, Wargaming, I think they said it's about 30, I think it was like 34 to 37 or something, their average age. You know, the vast majority of people are actually, I think it was like 26 to, you know, late 50s. you know, I think it's a damn good thing. It makes the game, even though it, you know, there is a lot of hate and stressful community members at some points. You know, it definitely does more good than harm. All right, so I'm gonna be heading south here, but you know, before my webcam here, I think some of you guys questioned me on my age, but yeah, I'm a wee old 26-year-old. Surprisingly, I live in a neighborhood that's mostly, you know, people in their 40s to 70s, and I love it. I grew up here. There's a reason I wanted to come back. Alright, I'm gonna want to push hard here and try to go up this road here. If people watched my, or not watched, but looked at my map strategy, they would know it's better to push on the bridge here instead of sitting back. It's harder to push from there to there when you're getting shot at than it is to get down here and start getting shot at. Alright, so we got plenty of people there. I'm going to help the guys in the center. Well, I think mentality, I don't act like a 20-year-old. But thank you. I'll take that as a compliment. Come on. Come on. I just gotta squeeze by. Yep. I don't want to, you know, block you or run into you or something, but we're flanking these guys. Yes, I do. Or did, Ace. I have a associates in culinary arts. This is no bueno. Because now we're putting our feet. Now we're getting flanked. Shit. Let's say we're putting our feet in the hands of my team in front of me, actually pushing. Shoot me. Thank you. Trying to help these guys grow a pair right now. No, my engine. I wanted to ram him. Don't know how that worked, but it did. I'm still probably gonna die here, but that was a little lag spike. And they're still not pushing. Like, really? Now they're pushing in, finally. Holy shit. I don't know how I made it through there, but I think that was my best choice, but I thought these guys were honestly going to push up a little bit sooner than they did. My dog wants out. I'll be back in 1 second for one more battle. I'll say that definitely, because it looks like we're going to win here, was the right choice. It was definitely a little unorthodox, but hell, hey, we won Fjords too. Very nice. Yeah, I didn't really slot too well there, but I'll take it. What was another request? I think a PZ1C was a request. And what else was there? Centaurian tier 9. There we go. Get to that. Get off my lawn tank. kind of tanker. Hello, Michael. Nice to see you. This is probably going to be my last match here, guys, unless this, goes very quick. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people, when they think garage, they don't think World of Tanks. I don't have the Leopard one now. I'm working on the German mediums right now. I'm at tier 6 and tier 7 in both lines. Hell, I wish I could tell people to get off my lawn. I live on a corner lot, so a lot of times kids cut through my lawn, to save the extra 20 steps. But people before me had a crabgrass lawn. Trying to slowly fix that, each season. Yeah, I like the Centaurians too. They can be a little bit frustrating with the ammo racks and the size, but other than that, they are, pretty solid. I'm taking a waiver here that the 2 tier 10 mediums aren't heading up here, and also the VK4502B. If those 3 tanks aren't up here, I'll be alright, but yeah. The Cent 1, though, I'll disagree there. I hated the Centaurian one. I think I still own it, but I do not like that tank in the least bit. Hey, look what oh shit, I gotta remember I'm in the tier 9, and I shouldn't be firing Hesh at everybody. That I just screwed up there and reset my reload. At least it didn't. Oops. T-54, we need to pull them around. And also not get hit by the artillery. Holy shit. If they're doing this, I've gotta go with them, unfortunately, because you can't just let your team out, sit there and die, even if they are doing something that's a little tactically incorrect. But the Yag Tiger, just gotta make sure that I am not the first one to get hit by him. Well, the Centaurian one, I just didn't like the size and lack of armor on the turret. Outside of that, it's a good tank, but I'd rather play M26 Pershing. I just like tanks with good gun depression and good turret armor. I was about to say I might have a shot there, but no. Alright, so that went pretty well. Here we go. Just as I say that, I get popped by a Skoda T50. Luckily that was just one shot and not the other two. Just need to take this a little bit at an angle there. Now they still have a lot of tanks here. I'm not gonna go the typical way down there. I can just run into a lot of tanks. I'd rather try to spot people. Holy shit, that STA-2 drowned. I'd rather try to spot here. I think that'll be a better use of my tank. And there's that ammo rack. But this is shaping up to be a decent match until, I get ammo racked here. Again. Yeah, I wanted to kill that one little rock there. But yeah, this is definitely going to be my last one. Had I pushed south there, you see that Grill 15 M4A1, I would have been vaporized the first time I saw, that grill or something. Just gonna wait a second here just to get invisible. there's that E50. He was waiting there. Looks like he has... That's not the Top Gun on the E50, it looks like. So, I'm not that afraid of him. Yeah, the Object 416, that is a, a pretty unique, medium tank. Very good when, played to its strengths, but it can be difficult. I plan on going down that line, because eventually I'm going to run out of lines to go down, because after Swedish tanks, really the only immediate tanks, and by immediate I mean within a year from now, you have another French heavy tank line that actually has armor, and American mediums. It looks like they're gonna jostle that up a bit and release some new American mediums. What am I doing here? I can ram this guy. Could probably also shoot Hesh at him, but no. 74 HP. Oh well. At least we got a win here. Pretty good match here. I'm glad you watched that, Rich. Yeah, I even thought that was... I'll give Wargaming credit. They've definitely stepped up a bit, and I thought that was a pretty nice video too. But yeah, anyway, yeah, I like that they went into, the V range, the camouflage, everything, and it definitely, I learned a couple things as far as your view range points, how to exploit them a little bit from that video, better than I thought I knew. So, hello, I can't pronounce your name. I guess you're from Russia or somewhere. I see a little T here. Games I wouldn't say World of Tanks is hugely popular in the US, but it's a pretty decent game. But anyway, this is my last match, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll be back Sunday 6 to 8. Tomorrow I might get a couple standard videos up. I got a couple replays I still have lined up to do. Which, hey, yay, I got some credits here. I'll take that in a garage slot. But I almost got the tank reward thing done as well. On the Taco Bell. He's rubbing it in. But I've been hearing Ryan cooking for the past 45 minutes, so I'm going to have a good meal myself too. Glad I could end the stream out on this. But yeah, I'll be back Sunday, of course, 6 to 8. Hopefully tomorrow I'll have a video or two out. Otherwise, have a good night, guys, and good day to a couple of you. Hopefully I'll see you Sunday. If not, Monday, Wednesday, Friday next week. All going to be the same here. So I'll see you guys around.